Featuring our next guest, Sarah Carson. She's a celebrity dog trainer known for performing with her group, the Super Collies. Sarah recently wrote a book titled Super Dog Tricks. Make your dog a super dog with step-by-step tricks and training tips. It features easy-to-follow directions and photos for all the classic tricks, as well as a few showstoppers. And this morning, Sarah joins us to talk about her book, show us a trick, and a whole lot more. Hey, good to see you. And who do we got there?
This is Hawkeye. He's a little shy. Hawkeye, are you shy? Are you shy? Yeah, good voice it. Good voice it. Good job.
All right, Sarah, so there is a lot of interest in this here, a lot of dog lovers on our show. And so my first question right out of the gate is, how do you know that the dogs like learning tricks? Because, you know, nowadays, even if you go to like SeaWorld or whatever, it seems like all of those shows have transitioned away from having animals do tricks and instead showing you more behaviors.
I mean, a behavior is a trick. So I feel like a lot of people just need to look at trick training as regular training, like sit down, stay are all tricks. My dogs are working dogs. They're border collies. So they're bred to have a job and work. And as you can see, he's trying to get the food out of my hands. And soon he'll probably start offering behaviors to try and get the food. So the biggest thing is just to make training fun and enjoyable for both ends of the leash.
And, you know, I'm glad you brought up the fact that your dogs are border collies. Are there definitely breeds that are better at doing tricks per se than others?
I would say that there definitely are, but every single dog breed can learn tricks and every single dog breed has their thing. So some like agility, some like frisbee, some like dock diving. It's just all about finding what they enjoy.
Okay, how much is it actually training the dog and how much is it training the handler?
It's like 90% training the handler.
And how much is it really just treat motivated?
Well, some dogs, I've had dogs that don't even like food and they're mostly handler oriented. So it's also a lot about finding what the dog enjoys. Hawkeye loves food, but to be honest, he would rather play frisbee than eat this food.
Oh, interesting. And how much of it is it really about just building this relationship between the two of you?
It's a lot about building the relationship. Hawkeye trusts me fully, and that's most of the reason why he can do all of the things he can do is because he trusts what I'm telling him to do, and he knows that I'm going to keep him safe in any environment I put him in. What are you doing?
All right, so where do we begin? How do we teach an old dog, a young dog, any age dog a new trick?
Well, the first things first is I always teach my puppies to spin left and right. It's the easiest trick that you can do. And it also teaches them how to use their body. Ready? Go left. Good. And go right. Good. So all I do for this is I put some food at their nose and I bring them in a big circle and I reward them when they're done the circle. Once you've done that about 10 or 20 times, then you can start rewarding them above their head. So you're going to put the food above and go all the way around and reward them just like that. That's probably the easiest trick that I teach in the book as well. And it's one of the tricks that I start when I bring a dog home for the first time.
And people will think your dog knows their left from their right, which is pretty impressive.
It's true, yeah.
All right, so what's the next step up?
So the next step up would probably be dancing, which is what I'm known for. So my favorite one is this.
Oh my gosh, too cute for words. Now, how do you teach that?
That is honestly a super, super easy trick. I break it down in two tricks. So the first trick is to teach your dog to go in between your legs and just to stand there. So I'm going to reward him and I'm going to move forward and move backwards and making sure that he's very comfortable in that position. And then I'm going to pigeon toe my toes and bring him in between. And I'm going to bring him forward and backwards with the food until his feet touch my feet. And then I'm going to reward him. Good boy. And you can see he's starting to look for my feet because he's done this several times.
Well, because clearly he was born to dance. I mean, life's too short not to, really, right? Okay, last one. Can you, before we go in our last few seconds here, what's the super dog trip that's just going to leave everybody with their mouths on the floor?
Oh my goodness. There's so many. I think the one at home that people can do the best is just to catch their dog. So I'm going to put Hawkeye over here. Stay. Ready? Go up. Yes. Good boy.
Oh my goodness. My dog just called Sarah and she said, Mom, don't expect any of that. I'll just take the treat. That's what she said. All right. And real quickly, like, how long should it take between the time you start to the time you're able to master a trick? What's your expectation?
Every dog is different. I just tell people to spend 5 to 10 minutes a day on trick training. It should always be fun and you should always end up on a good note.
Well, Sarah and Hawkeye, you were the stars of the show today. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much. You both deserve treats. All right, Wisdom and Marissa, over to you. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I love the dancing.
Right?
Nicely done. All right.